And they're off in the Stone Street, Lexington. He's money, broke alertly, so did Time to Travel. Resiliency is there toward the inside. West Coast comes away running in the fourth position. Convict Pike is next between horses. Then No Dozing and Super Tap It down to, oh wow, close quarters there against the rail for Super Tap It. Bounced off the rail into the first turn. No Dozing took a shot there as well, lost a couple of lengths. Back up front, Resiliency has the lead by a half length off the first turn. Time to Travel second by a length. Super Tap It wanting to move on. He's still down toward the inside though in third, a length and a half off the lead. He's money fourth on the outside. Convict Pike is in fifth. No Dozing settles down, regains some momentum toward the inside in sixth, flanked by West Coast in seventh. Break of 6 more lengths back to Looking at Blessing in eighth. Senior Investment is ninth, and Captain Grider 10th and last. 24 seconds was the time for the opening quarter. 47 and 3/5 seconds for the first half mile. Super Tap It now comes to the outside for clear sailing to chase Resiliency, who's got the lead by a half length into the far turn. Time to Travel stacks up to the far outside in third. Convict Pike is fourth. No Dozing down toward the inside fifth. West Coast is sixth on the outside, 3 lengths off the lead. He's money, tries to move with him on the outside. Coming to the quarter pole, Time to Travel. The leader now from Super Tap It. West Coast up to third. West Coast up to second, still 2 lengths away from Time to Travel. Further back, Convict Pike in fourth. No Dozing fifth, is 6 lengths from the front. West Coast swinging to the outside to come after Time to Travel as they move to the final furlong in the Stone Street, Lexington. No Dozing is third. Senior Investment running late from fourth. West Coast the leader though. West Coast and Flavion Pratt chased by No Dozing and Senior Investment. Here's the line. Oh! Senior Investment gets there in the closing strides for Channing Hill.
They're off in the Easy Goer. And it is Wicked Macho who comes out running strong to take the early lead. Local Heroes got speed too, and outside of them outplay. The 3 of them go at it early on. Break of 3 to Sonic Mule, who's running in fourth on the inside of Jammin' with Brandon. West Coast is sixth right now, and he's 7 lengths off the lead. Just ahead of Tale of Silence, then Looking at Blessing, and You're to Blame last up the backstretch, and they're moving right along. 22.79, that opening quarter mile for Wicked Macho at a wicked pace. In front by a length. Local Hero is second, outplay. Perched outside of them, running in third. Jammin' with Brandon is fourth. Sonic Mule rides the rail to the far turn alongside of Tale of Silence. Meanwhile, West Coast is 3 deep and now within 5.5 lengths of the lead, but work to do. And it's a long gap back to the 2 trailers. You're to Blame and Looking at Blessing. 45.62 was the half. Around the far turn, it is Wicked Macho the leader. Outplay is going up there 3 wide and now up into second. Local Hero comes under a ride, and West Coast is on the move on the far outside. He is charging up to the front runners with a 4 wide rally. 3/4 in 1:10.09 seconds, and they're into the stretch, and West Coast has taken the lead. West Coast and Mike Smith opening up at the 8th pole, pouring it on by 4. And then it's Outplay in second. You're to Blame has made strong progress from the back of the pack and has a shot for second, but it is West Coast. West Coast comes east and wins the Easy Goer by 4. And then it was You're to Blame, Outplay, and Jammin' with Brandon.
They're all in line. And they're off, and it was a perfect start. And Sistron, as expected, heads right out for the lead. Klimt is aggressive off the layoff and will challenge early on from the outside. B Squared is taken off the pace today. He's now wrangled back third. West Coast just outside of him. Then Kim Bear, Term of Art, and Colonist near the back of the pack. Does not look like they're going very fast early on. A very compact field led by Sistron as they make their way around the first turn. It's Sistron through a 23-3 opening quarter mile, and he's just loping along in front 3/4 of a length, and Klimt has got him in his sights as they move to the backstretch, flanking him to the outside. Kim Bear saved all the ground. He's only 2 lengths away third. B Squared runs in the 4th spot, and the favorite West Coast has made his way to the center of the track. He's got clear sailing about 4 lengths off the lead. Colonist with 6.5 lengths to make up, and long shot Term of Art has now dropped back to trail as Sistron leads Klimt up the backstretch run. 47-4, a very leisurely half mile for these good 3 3-year-olds. Sistron, Klimt 1-2 as they head for that final turn. And Kim Bear riding the rails in third and getting a little bit closer. Looks like there's room at the inside for Kim Bear, and he's just a length and a half off the lead. B Squared still fourth, West Coast still fifth, and he hasn't moved yet. West Coast still plenty of work to do. He's 4 lengths away, and he's coming under a ride. Really deep water now for West Coast as Colonist ran right by him at the top of the stretch. Sistron, Klimt, Kim Bear dives down to the inside, and B Squared in with a big shot now, and West Coast is now starting to uncoil with his best stride, and here he comes. West Coast down the stand side to the outside of B Squared and Klimt, and just like that, West Coast has taken over the lead, and he's drawing away in the Los Alamitos Derby. West Coast did it, geared down by 3, a 3-way photo for the minors between Klimt, B Squared, and Colonist.
They're off in the Travers, and West Coast comes out running with Cloud Computing, Taproot, and Always Dreaming, and these 4 are out the best, and IRAP is away running in 5th. Giuseppe the Great is 6th, Fayak is 7th, and then comes Gervin, followed by McCracken, Gunnavera looking at Lee, and Good Samaritan trails the field. So it will be West Coast and Mike Smith to take up the running in the early stages of the Travers, with Always Dreaming, the Kentucky Derby winner, just a length behind. And the Preakness winner, Cloud Computing, is third through a 23.82 opening quarter mile. IRAP is on the outside. Taproot, the Belmont winner, is 5th, and he's 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then Giuseppe the Great and Fayak. 2.5 to looking at Lee, who's alongside of Gervin. And then comes McCracken right alongside of Gunnavera. And biding time is Good Samaritan, who's trailing the field, and he's 15 lengths off the lead after a 48.12 half mile. So it's been a sensible pace so far in this Travers, and West Coast is the leader. Always Dreaming is breathing down his neck on the outside. Taproot is making a middle move now, and he's up into third inside of Cloud Computing, who's getting nudged along to keep up. IRAP is on the outside of him. 3 to Gervin, then Giuseppe the Great. Gunnavera's on the far outside, beginning to move up as the field makes their way into the far turn. It is West Coast the leader. 3/4 up in 1:12.23 seconds. IRAP is on the move, and so is Gunnavera, who's blasting by horses on the far outside with a blitz up into third. And then it's Taproot. Always Dreaming has given way. Cloud Computing's on his outside. Giuseppe the Great is at the rail, and they're into the stretch, and it's West Coast. IRAP confronts him. Gunnavera comes up on the outside of them, and Taproot is 4th. Furlong to run. Mike Smith getting all from West Coast as he clings to the lead from Gunnavera. IRAP is 3rd on the inside. Taproot is 4th. It is West Coast, and he keeps on rolling. And West Coast goes wire to wire in the Travers. It was Gunnavera 2nd, IRAP was 3rd, and Taproot was 4th at a final time of 2 minutes 1.19 seconds. Number 3, West Coast was first. Number 11, Gunnavera was second. Number 10, IRAP was third. And number 4, Taproot was 4th.
We have 9 furlongs and $1 million purse. Pennsylvania Derby field. They're in the gate. And they're off. IRAP came bouncing right out of there. Outplaying Timeline, both at the inside. West Coast is close up. On the outside, here comes Game Over with Irish War Cry. Now, IRAP will take back, as will Timeline. So it's Outplay and West Coast together to the first turn. Game Over is 3 wide in third. Irish War Cry trying to get over just a bit of the 4th spot. Timeline is down inside. He's unhurried today. He's seated 5th. IRAP is now 6th on the outside. Watch Me Whip is down inside running 7. Talk Logistics 8th. Then it's Giuseppe the Great. And well back to long shot Term of Art as they get ready for that run up the backstretch. 23-1 for the first quarter mile. And as they head to that backstretch, it's Outplay in front. West Coast will shadow the pace. He's just a neck back as those two go toward the 5/8 pole. Length and a half back to Game Over. He's sitting 3rd by just over length. Timeline continues with his inside trip. He's sitting 4th by 1. Irish War Cry on the outside 5th. Going to the half-mile pole. He is just better than 3 lengths behind. He's 2 in front of IRAP. They went the half in 47-1. So that is a reasonable pace for Outplay, who goes to the far turn in front by just a length. West Coast yet to be called on. Game Over trying to make a 3-wide bid. Here comes Irish War Cry sweeping up 4 wide. IRAP is drawn within 3 lengths of the lead. Here comes West Coast now. Coming to the 5/16 pole, West Coast able to overtake Outplay, and West Coast is in front with 2 furlongs to go. Irish War Cry looks to be leveling off just a bit. No advance from Game Over as they approach the top of the stretch. It is Mike Smith and West Coast. West Coast coming down to the last furlong in front by 3.5. It's IRAP who's lugging in. West Coast trying to make a big statement here today. Coming to mid-stretch, he's opened up by 4. It's IRAP second. It's all West Coast as they come down to the finish. Is this his statement for the 3-year-old championship? Wow, West Coast has it by 6 on the wire.
Statement made. West Coast
goes in. They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Arrowgate broke to his left coming out of the starting gate. Not a good beginning for him, but a great one for Gunrunner and Collected. These two will go out for the early lead together, and a crush of horses trying to get position behind them. Mubtahij, Churchill, and on the outside, West Coast. And then it's Pavel right behind them. Then it's War Story. Arrowgate, who hung a left coming out of the gate, is racing about 10 lengths off the lead with a lap to go. He's alongside of Gunavera. After that, it's War Decree and Win the Space. So Gunrunner will get ahead of Collected early on here. That first quarter mile was a taxing 22.50 seconds. And with 7 furlongs to run, Florent Giroux and Gunrunner lead it by a length. Collected and Martin Garcia second on the outside. Churchill is third. And then it's West Coast running in fourth. Mubtahij is fifth by 2. Pavel is sixth. Arrowgate is down on the inside of War Story onto the backstretch. Mike Smith trying to find a good spot with him. He's 8 lengths off the lead after a 46.31 half mile. Then Gunavera and War Decree, and far behind is Win the Space. So they go up the backstretch in the Breeders' Cup Classic at Del Mar. And Gunrunner and Collected are 1-2. And Arrowgate is near the back of the field. Mike Smith trying to urge him. He's still about 8 lengths behind. Racing for the far turn, Gunrunner the leader. On the outside, Collected has been battling him the whole way. 3/4 up at 1:10.50 seconds. West Coast is now 4 lengths off the lead and being ridden by Javier Castellano. War Story is fourth under a drive. Arrowgate's going to take the far outside route. He's coming up on the outside of Gunavera, but he's a long way behind Gunrunner and Collected as they make their way to the top of the stretch in the Breeders' Cup Classic. They're into the stretch, and it's Collected and Gunrunner. They've been battling since the gates opened. Gunrunner's got the lead. Collected, West Coast is bearing down on them on the outside. Final 16. Gunrunner reaching for the wire. Collected's alongside, and then comes West Coast and War Story. But Gunrunner's on top of the world. He wins the Breeders' Cup Classic over Collected. Then came West Coast, followed by War Story.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Pegasus World Cup. Beautiful beginning for Gunrunner, and Florent Giroux wasting no time. He's going to use some of his speed to get position, but Mike Smith has beat him to the punch as Collected moves to the rail and moves to the lead. It's Collected in front. Gunrunner gets the spot he wants. He's second in the 2-path with West Coast at the inside third. Followed fourth by Giant Expectation. Sharp Aztec is a bit keen, angled 3 wide while racing in fifth. It's 2 back to Toast of New York, mid-flight and 5 lengths off the pace setter. Then comes War Story and Gunavera. Seeking the Soul is next, followed by Stellar Wind and Fear the Cowboy, and Singing Bullet is last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. The opening quarter, 23-2. Down the backstretch they go. Collected has the lead. Horse of the Year, Gunrunner, latched onto him well second from Giant Expectations in third. West Coast is at the inside fourth, a length better than Sharp Aztec a fifth. Then Toast of New York sixth and about 5 lengths off the lead. 2 in front of Seeking the Soul, who improves inside of War Story. Then Gunavera and Stellar Wind. Fear the Cowboy given the green light to try to make some ground, and Singing Bullet is still last as they swing around the far turn. 46-3 for the opening half mile. Slowly but surely, Gunrunner turns up the pressure, and there he goes. Gunrunner at the 3 furlong point now takes the lead. Collected is all in. West Coast working into the clear now, and the Travers winner is going to try to get to the Breeders' Cup winner as they go to the quarter-mile pole. Giant Expectations is scrubbed on by Gary Stevens with Sharp Aztec wide. It's a less than a quarter of a mile to go. 3/4, 1:10-1, and they're at the top of the stretch. Gunrunner Runner set down for the drive by Florent Giroux. He leads by 2. West Coast, the only one with the chance. He's second. Well clear of the others. A battle on for third with Fear the Cowboy coming on. Gun Runner needs another 16th. It's Gun Runner in front. He'll go out a winner. He's the horse of the year, and he's Gun Runner with an unforgettable performance in the Pegasus World Cup. He won by 2 over West Coast second. The local horses did well. Ganavera got third. Fear the Cowboy was fourth, and the final time was 1:47.2. Gun Runner.
Thunder Snow goes forward. They're all set. Gates are back. They're racing, and North America missed the start. North America missed the start, so that turns the race on its head, and West Coast broke away beautifully with Mubdahij. Thunder Snow is coming across. Furia Cressada, Pavel just off them. Talismanic. They were followed by Ganavera over on the inside of Wadi. Next of all is North America, and back towards the tail is Forever Unbridled, along with Ganavera, so they leave the straight, and Thunder Snow is going to come across and take the lead. Sitting second in the breeze is West Coast. Pavel trapped out a shade wide from Mubdahij. Between them is Talismanic. They were followed by Furia Cressada. Then North America, the outside, as they really slow up into the back. Wardy is next of all. Going up on the outside is Forever Unbridled, and 4 lengths away to Ganavera. 25.73, so not quick the first sectional. Down the back they go, and Christophe Simeon dictates the race with Thunder Snow. Up on the outside, West Coast to its bridle. Mubdahij, Pavel going around the outer, followed by Talismanic. Furia Cressada over on the leader's back. North America was next from Forever Unbridled. They're very compact here. Wardy was next of all, and a gap away to Ganavera. Down the side they come in the Dubai World Cup of 2018, and Thunder Snow, the Derby winner from last year, shows the way. Wearing it like a glove is West Coast up on the outside. Pavel being ridden along. Mubdahij has enjoyed a lovely run but comes off the bit. Furia Cressada, Talismanic around the outside. Forever Unbridled begins to run on. A gap to a Wardy. Into the straight they come, and Thunder Snow went for home. Simeon gave it some leather. Inside the final 300, Thunder Snow's out by 3, 4 lengths over West Coast. Down the outside, Forever Unbridled, Mubdahij. Then Pavel as Thunder Snow, well clear in the Dubai World Cup. Thunder Snow, the Derby winner, is racing away. Trying to get there is West Coast battling away, but a brilliant performance. Thunder Snow, a massive upset in the Dubai World Cup. Thunder Snow wins it by 5. Second, he's gone across the line was Ganavera. Pulling up near the tail is Talismanic, and also North America.
Saeed bin Saror has trained.
Racing. Accelerate after acting up in the gate is not the best served. Shades of Victory is off smartly from the inside. West Coast is going up to second from Isotherm, the Lieutenant, Prime Attraction. Accelerate 4 wide at the rear. He's 2 lengths behind West Coast in the early going. Shades of Victory makes the running out of the stretch to the 7/8 pole. West Coast is second, Isotherm the inside. 1.5 lengths to Prime Attraction. Accelerate covering extra ground around the first turn, now 4.5 lengths off the leader. At the tail is the Lieutenant, 6 furlongs to go. It's Shades of Victory, 3/4 to West Coast, a similar margin, Isotherm. Smith allowing West Coast to stride up and join Shades of Victory at the 5/8 pole. The pace quite good for this distance. West Coast is a bit fired up, he's fresh and he's fast. West Coast kicks to a 1-length lead. Shades of Victory is second. Isotherm is a 1/2 length back, edging off the rail, and Accelerate moves to a closer 4th out wide. He's suddenly within a length of the leader. West Coast almost joined by Isotherm. Some cat and mouse tactics past the 1/2 mile pole. Accelerators a 1/2 length back out 3 wide. Shades of Victory was swimming in the deep end of the pool today. The Lieutenant and Prime Attraction the last couple. It's Isotherm, West Coast the inside. Accelerate joins them smartly out wide. West Coast is relegated to 3rd, and at the quarter pole it's Accelerate into the lead. From Isotherm, and West Coast under the whip tries to hang tough along the rail. They're clear of the Lieutenant, Prime Attraction. 3/16 left to go. It's Accelerate with West Coast dogged on the inside. Isotherm between them running a bold race. West Coast and Accelerate, a riveting renewal of the Awesome again. Accelerate on the outside with his head in front close to home. West Coast running out of puff, has given a good account of himself, but Accelerate keeps powering on. Accelerate 2.5 lengths coming away to beat West Coast and Isotherm.